Well, I'm out and about again. Look how glorious it is today. I'm out with the dog. I've got no mic on at the minute. It is a bit breezy, so it might go low and high. But we're out for a brew. Me and Sheba. And what I'm going to do, because sometimes, I don't know about you, but I get that sinking feeling, like walking through this mud right now. I get a sinking feeling, and I'll tell you more about that when we've got right down at the bottom. You can't see it. There's a lot of trees in the distance. There's a lovely river called the Bentley Brook. I class it as a river, it's big enough. And we're going to sit down there, one of my favourite spots for chilling out, having a brew. I either have a moan or explain what I mean by this sinking feeling. I've got me, the dog and my shadow. Yeah, but it's gorgeous up here. That's Mapleton that way. And it's really gorgeous, so I thought, I've been stuck in with a cold. So I've got to get out, go and sit down by the river. Aye, so we'll see you when we're down there. Right, we're down by Riverside now. This is called the Bentley Brook. And it's gorgeous round here because the sheep have kept this grass right down. It's just like a lawn. And what I'm going to be doing when this fella's shot off, because he's out behind me walking, I'm going to set up my chair and I'm going to talk about how I've got rid of that sinking feeling. And I'm not talking about depression. Proper sinking feeling. It's amazing, this river. I used to spend a lot of time fishing on rivers. Absolutely amazing. Your peace will become just like a river. Well, I didn't think he'd got a dog, but he's got one. So we're going to sit down in a minute and show you a couple of new things that I bought. A few months ago I bought these, so that when I come out walking and I haven't got somewhere to sit. Somebody else coming down now by the look of it. That's where it came from, up there, guys. You can't, it looks flat on here. It's strange. But there you go. It's a gorgeous day. I've got the sun directly behind you. Straight in my face. No wind. And it's absolutely amazing. So, let me turn you off until I've set up what I wanted to show you and how I've eliminated that sinking feeling. Right, when I mentioned to you sinking feeling, let me show you this. It's in my little chair. It's got skinny little feet like that, and if you're not careful and it's twizzled upside down, you can lose your feet in soft soil. So what I've done is bought something to eliminate that. So let me show you. So what I bought are these. Okay, so I managed to put some on, 3 of them. And now we're gonna, and I just have to wet it so it slides on a lot better. And that's your lot. So there we have it. So now what I'm going to do is set up my little chair, because that is going to hopefully, let's come this side, me and my shadow again. So that is going to stop that sinking feeling. We hope. So let's give it a go. So my friends, you're going to be thinking, Is that tiny little chair going to hold a big, fat, bold person like me? Shall we try it and see if we get that sinking feeling? Oh, by God. What do you think, sheep? Come and have a look at what I've done, look. Come and have a look at these. Them balls, you thought they were for you, didn't you? To play with. Me throwing them across this river for you to dive in and go and fetch. You don't like water much, do you, babe? You'll only go in there if Craig was the other side. Then you would, wouldn't you? I've got another little toy as well, guys. Like I said, you know when you go out and you want to brew and a moan and a groan or show you something new. A lot of the time you can't find a bench, somewhere to put your stove and have a brew. Now, I know there's plenty of grass to put your stove on and everything, but it'd be nice if you had a little table. So I bought myself a one-legged table. And I put it on the website, and I'll put these little balls, because these are good, these are. A lot of my mates and a lot of people I follow, they go camping and they take one of these chairs with them, because it's nice to just be off the deck. And I'll put a link to these on there, because they too get this sinking feeling. And it's not good. Because you can lose your feet in the mud, like the one that I showed you. But this is just good. This is gorgeous. I've got Carol one as well with a higher back, and it's great when we take the TP tent, because I'm hoping to do that soon, because I've been stuck in. I've not had it as long as some people have had it. They've had this cold. Just something irritating the throats and the noses and eyes running and nose running. They've had it for 3 weeks, some of them, but I feel a lot better this week, so I'm hoping to be able to get out and do the things that I've got to do and need to do. So there you go. Now the breeze is picking up, hence I've got my little microphone on. I'm hoping it's not too loud for you. But yeah, it cuts out that wind noise, because I've got what they call a dead cat on it. Not a real dead cat, or part of one either. They call them a dead cat for some reason. It's a fluffy little ball that slips over the top of the microphone. There's nothing worse than the sound of wind. My dog's, you can't see her, I don't think. I can't see it, but she's just down here. So what we're going to do now, we're going to set up this little table, and I'm going to put a brew on. I might put the stove on the floor. I might do, because it's a bit breezy. And I bought my gas stove today, guys, so you can have a look at that. It should boil water quicker. Quicker than that shoe polish, the spirit burner. I'm hoping my microphone, I'm hoping the camera don't blow over, because it's on a tripod. That tripod you can see as well on tacamping.com. So let's set my little table up. Oh, even I can get out of that, guys, with my poorly back. I'm hoping I've got some tablets in this bag, actually. We're not going, sheep. Right, so what we've got in here is the brew kit, but this brew kit has got the gas stove in it. Now then, in here, where the water goes, is a little tiny table. Look at that, look. One-legged table. Just like that. For putting my brew on. Eee. Look at that. So there you go. So what we've got here, this is gas. So I think I'm going to put that just down here, and then I can use my bag as a windbreak. Let's show you this. So this brew kit, same cup, pop-up cup, just like that. And there's my gas stove. And what I have to do with this, it comes all folded up. That's for boiling the water in, and this is the brew kit. Now it's got a long hose on it, and that's good because it keeps this flame away from that bottle. If there's any little leaks, you've had it. So what we do is pull that out, wrong way in, that way, that way. What we have to do is mind this because it's really sharp. That is the Pico. So we don't need any. Ooh, these fold out, look ya. We don't need any matches or lighters because that goes on there. This screws onto here like that. It's got a rubber seal on the top, which is good. Still in good condition, always check that. Just like that. And that can go here. Not upside down here, and it's not. That can go down there. I've got my water in here. No, I haven't, it's fell out. So let's put some water in here, just enough for me for a brew and washing up. Which is about there. Okay guys, so I'm going to turn this on. Where's my Pico? It's there. That's on. Pull the handles out. Stick it on there. Stick that on there. And you know what I have. Now, I've got the choice today. Taylor's coffee bag, or my favourite. I normally have one of these every other day on my bar. So there you go. So let's put that there. Make sure it don't set light to anything. And then we can sit down here and wait for the kettle to boil. Are you going to come down here, sheep? Oh, come down here. So the peoples can see you, look. Eee. I forgot to get my spoon out of my bag. In fact, I've got an idea the wife pinched it, because she did notice it was hers out of the kitchen. Hey sheep, and I don't think I've got another one, I don't know. So we're going to have to do a favourite trick. And the next best thing, and use this as my spoon. I tell you what, people that walk past, there's only been that lad up to now, but they must think I'm mental. I have analysed myself, and I think I am mental. Some say, why do you video what you do? Oops. I don't know why I video what I do. It's got nothing to do with prestige, or we don't use their cookware. Look what I do. I don't know what it is. Some people have got a diary and they write down. I had a late friend of mine, Steve Andrew, who was a good friend, and his wife sadly both passed. I spoke about this in another video. Steve was the same age as me, born in 56. Mandy was the same age as the wife, born in 59 or thereabouts. Both sadly died of cancer. Steve used to have a diary. I've got some friends, or should I say some followers. I do leave comments and they do get back to me, so I suppose it's an online sort of thing, friendship if you like. Like-minded people, I suppose you call it. And she actually videos it. And she goes crazy. She went on a bike ride, 1,300 miles, videoed it. I think you can find her if you, Girl Outdoors it's called, I think. Can't remember her name now offhand. Becky. And she's documented everything. She goes out in a Land Rover. She goes in the woods for weeks and camps and does bushcrafting and stuff like that. So it's along those lines. It's like keeping a diary. And I like messing about with cameras, so why not document it instead of? And then when I'm long dead and gone, people can go on to my YouTube channel, because I think that'll be alive a lot longer than I will. And they can see what I used to get up to. So it's just like a video diary. Wow, we're boiling, guys. Wow. Let's get up. That's good. Right. Wow, sheep, is that hot? No, and I've remembered to keep my handle up. So that's good. Right, let's have a look. Put that on there, shan't we, sheep? Now then, I've got my little spoon that I folded up. The trouble is with this stuff, it needs a bit more than a spoon. Oh, that's not bad. The trouble is, I've got to put it in my bag or my pocket now to take my rubbish out. Oh, that looks good. Oh, the great thing about eating and drinking outside, my wife says, it gets down to the temperature where you can just tip it back or get it down, yeah. I took the wife out for a walk yesterday. We didn't video that. I took a picture of her and she told me off. Told me off, didn't she, oh mummy? Right, today we've got a skinny bar from Poundlands, and they are 75 calories, and it's called a Millionaire Shortbread. I don't know why they call it that. Probably the recipe, is it? It's got, they're made from Rice Krispies, that sort of stuff. So there's no real value in these. Now, if you get these type of things from Slimming World, there's actually some nutritional value in there. There's fibre and things like that. Right, I'm just going to shut up now. Shall I point you at the river? There you go, my friends. I've put you on super wide now, so you can get as much of that beautiful river. I reckon there'll be some good fish in there. I wonder if I can get permission to fish in there. Now, a guy I used to know, Robert, he sadly died. Whatever you do, don't get to know me. But he had the Bentley Brook running at the bottom of the hill and across the road from him. And he lived out near Fenny Bentley. And he had permission to fish that. In fact, he owned that bit of a field, I think, across the road. And he did say, Ian, there's trout in there. You can fish it anytime you wish. But sadly, I've packed up fishing now because I personally don't like the taste of trout. I don't mind battered fish, by the way. If you want to treat me to a battered fish, I'm up for that. I don't mind salmon. I heard something the other day on the news, actually, that in Scotland now, they're allowed to take off the word farmed. Hey, come here. What is it? What are you looking at? Come here. Eel. She's just seen a fox, I think. Them foxes are coming out more and more in the daytime, I tell you. They must be desperate. And these sheep over here in this field, they're going to be having babies soon. And I'm hoping they don't pinch any. You know, guys, on days like this, and other days, I'm not saying any other days, but what a beautiful day. Makes you glad to be upright so that you can come out and enjoy it. Because some people can't. And that's another reason why I video this, because there are, mind you, having said that, one of them that was too afraid to go out has started to get out now. But another one, she's a bit poorly. So I think the only place she goes now and again is the doctors and things like that. But look at her. So she likes watching the video. And this, to me, YouTube, not necessarily my channel, but other people's channel, I'll watch YouTube and let the wife watch the telly. I must admit, I can get bored watching long 2-hour, 1-hour programmes on the telly. I get bored. I work out who's done it or whatever, and I get fed up. Now with YouTube, the shorts, you know, some of them are short, some of them are long. Even if it's about topics that I like outdoors and camping and various other things, I can get bored with that. I think a lot of people can now, kids especially now. They've got that many toys, they don't know which one to play with. I think it's a bad thing just giving them toy after toy after toy after toy. My mate's got it, why can't I have one? So the mothers and the fathers feel sorry for them. All right then. Well, if he's got it, wait till he's fed up and then go and play with his toy, that's what I say. This was our toy. When I was a kid, this was our toy. Coming out here, building dens in places like that where no public go the other side of this river. We'd find a way across this river somehow to get in there, and we'd build a den and we'd be there all day until we got hungry. Then we used to go home, feed ourselves, get in the bath, and because we'd been in the brambles and the stingers and everything, our legs were killing us, our bodies were scratched all over. And then with the days. Now, our kids are stuck on mobile phones, computers, tablets. I mean, I have to work online. I have to edit the videos. I don't do much editing, as you can see, by my poor video editing. But they wonder which one to play with. I'm going to watch the telly for a bit, and then they get bored. They actually put the telly on and then go on the mobiles or the tablets. And I do that sometimes. I find myself doing it. We've got too much technical stuff. And you're looking at the telly for a bit, and when there's something interesting, looking down at your phone or your tablet or your laptop, looking up again, oh dear. This is what it's all about. Having people walk past you thinking, look at that mental idiot sitting there. He's got a flipping bird table, not a bird to be seen. I can just do that without having to bend down. There you go. Have a look at the river. Your peace will become just like a river. Like I said years ago, guys, I used to do a lot of fishing. My wife has been a fishing widow, a pigeon fancier's widow, a model aeroplane widow. But years ago I used to do a lot of fishing. I used to sit down by the River Trent or the River Dove, and I used to sit there fishing for hours and just looking at the water. If it was red hot, I used to roll my trousers up and put my legs in the water and feel the little minnows chewing on me toes. But I tell you what, especially on the Trent, in a place called Burton-on-Trent, and it's the River Trent, there was I used to do a lot of coarse fishing and sitting there for hours on a box, and I had tables like this, only a little bit bigger, and they had maggots in there, they had some worms in there, they had sweet corn in there, and various other baits, ground baits, and you used to sit there just waiting. And sometimes you used to get bullfinches coming up and taking maggots, and they were that friendly. It was amazing. Blue tits, all sorts of different birds coming up and taking the maggots and taking them back to the youngsters. And then if there was some bread on the floor, you used to get a water vole. Rats to you, Tony, if you're looking. Water voles are protected though, Tony. And so they used to come up and pinch a bit of bread, as much as they could, and take it back to their youngsters. And you could literally put your hand down and stroke them. That's what I call paradise. Paradise, type of paradise. As close you're going to get in this system to paradise, where all the little birds come up to you and you could literally hold your hand out like that with some maggots, and a robin or a blue tit or a bullfinch or something like that would come and take it out of your hand. Just amazing. And you'd be sitting with your legs out like this, I don't know whether you can see them, and a robin would come and perch on your boot. Are you all right, sheep? Happy? You happy? Are you going to say hello to these peoples? Say hello to the peoples, look. Yeah, she's a good girl. We're talking about birds, sheep, not dogs. Yeah, so it's as close to paradise we're going to get in this system. Oh man, what a gorgeous day. That sun is so warm. Having been stuck in the house with a cold. I'm sure it's gone now, so I'm sorry, me ducks. If anybody's watching, I shall be back. I will be back. And one thing, on a day like this, I'm going to go to my mate's Chris's, because she said I can go up there and try the teepee tent out, the hot tent. That's what I'm looking forward to. Spend the night in that. I've got a couple of meals in mind. I'm going to do some one-pot cooking, and the first one I'm going to do is a poor man's stew called Stovies. Now, I did have a look online what Stovies was, and it's mince and potatoes and onions and gravy basically done in one pot. But my mother, she used to do sausage, onions and potatoes. So you brown your sausages off in chunks about an inch long, something like that, inch and a half. And then chuck your onions in the pan. And then you put some potatoes in it, cut them up small enough, and then put some water in it. Boil it all up till everything's nice and cooked, and then you put gravy granules in it. And that's what we used to call Stovies. I think basically what it was is a poor man's stew, like I said. Not everybody could afford to chuck chunks of steak in it. Not in Scotland anyway. My dad, when he first lived up there, he was down the mines with his dad, I think. So I don't think miners could afford things like that, but there you go. Don't you go tumble in, will you, sheep? Eh? What are you doing? Do you want a drink? I can give you some water in a minute if you want. I'll tell you what, this is just nice now. I'll take you down there in a bit when we go home. So then, guys, it's been nice having a chat. And Sophie, if you're watching this, my darling, I will pass you the link. I wish you could be here. I wish you could be here. Because poor Sophie, she can't get out much. We do what we can. And we do what we can to cheer people up. I'm going to mention one other person now, Steve. For those who do watch this, some of you know Steve, the gas man. And he is literally a gas man. I'm not being crude or rude. Oh, there's a bit of a breeze coming then. Are you wobbling? And he told me a joke the other day about, he said something like, he put his glasses down on the table at break time. He went to the loo and he come back and they'd gone. And he said to his workmates, come on, who's took my glasses? And they all said, not me, Steve. No, not me, not me. He says, I will find out, you know, because I've got contacts. Bum bum. Did you like that? Should we close on that? I think we ought to just close on that one. I think no more jokes. So I mentioned 3 people's names today. No, 4, have I? Did I mention? I was going to mention Callie as well. That's Steve's wife. Because she said the best bit about camping is the smell of the bacon and eggs, and that was the second dish I'm going to do on this first night's camp. When I wake up in the morning, I'm going to have 3 or 4 rashers of bacon, a couple of eggs, might have some mushrooms, tomatoes. But she said the best thing about camping, get rid of your camping, the smell of bacon first thing in the morning when everybody's having the breakfast. And I tell you what, I think she's right. No, she's not. She's not right. I love every aspect. Setting up camp. I'm sure I must have been an Arab in my former life. I could have been. Setting up camp, doing the actual camp, and then putting everything away. All aspects of camping, it's weird. Outdoors. Anything, so long as I'm outdoors. Because winter, I don't know what you think, I suffer with that SAD. I can't remember what it stands for. If you know what it stands for, put it in the comments. But the short nights, now it's not getting dark till 5 o'clock. That's brilliant. Right, going back to these names. So I've mentioned Callie, I've mentioned Steve, I've mentioned Sophie. I didn't mention the young girl that's started to get out now, because she did become a nervous wreck, but she's slowly getting out. I've seen her out a couple of times in town. Who else did I mention? Oh, that's Charlotte, by the way. And I don't know who else. Tony, we mentioned Tony, because he thinks water voles are rats. Oops. So what I'm going to do, wipe my eyes. I'm going to wash my pot, pack my stuff away. But shall we conclude by saying I'm not getting that sinking feeling anymore? So just those 4 bores on the bottom of here, because it is a bit soft. We have had some rain just lately, so how to eliminate your sinking feeling? Come out on a walk with me. Go for a walk. Get out, even if it's overcast. If it's dry, it's good enough. Thanks for listening. Bye for now. If you're not subscribed and you've stumbled across this, please subscribe. Please comment. You can either give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. I just don't care anymore. Bye. Leave no trace. Don't matter whether you're camping, walking, whatever. Leave no trace. Wow, that's a big deep hole that is, guys. There'll be some fish in that. Oh, well, gorgeous. Give it a couple of years and that'll all be washed away, that. My camera's looking a bit, ugh. Let me have a look. Does that look a bit better? It looks a bit better on the screen. Okay, so we've lost some of the clouds, but we've got some of the detail of the river there. Mole City. It's not so bad as it was on that hill. Wow. You know, I imagine having a tent on here and waking up to this beautiful, beautiful river and listening to it gurgling. There's not much noise in it. There was one the other week when they had some rain on it, I'll tell you. And the kids have built another swing. Yep, no harm in that. Right guys, I'm going to go over this little bridge that you've probably seen in another video. And the Tissington Trail is along there back to Ashbourne, so I'll do that. So see you in the next video.